All right, guys, I just got into the city, so I'm about to show you how to get into the city from LaGuardia. In this video, I'll be giving you the full POV experience from getting from LaGuardia on public transportation into Manhattan. I landed in Terminal B, and I'm going to keep following the baggage claim signs / ground transportation and going to take it all the way out of the terminal. And as you're walking, feel free to look for these little balloons. It's like art in LaGuardia that's hidden all over the place. And they also have this waterfall show, so it's really fun if you want to take a minute and enjoy that. Otherwise, keep walking through and don't be afraid of these signs that say exit only, no reentry, because that's exactly where you want to go. We're getting out of the airport. We don't need to be in the airport anymore. We are on vacation. We've officially landed in New York City. Some people got confused at this part because of the different levels, so I'll explain that in a second. But if you want a full tour of LaGuardia, check out this video. And if you want more details where to get your Metrocard and stuff, check out this one. Otherwise, we exit through a top level, and then the second tier is the check-in there. And then you're gonna take it all the way down to baggage claim, walk past baggage claim, past the New York City sign. But don't get out on that level. Keep going down another level because that is arrivals. We want to go down to departures, and that's where all the ground transportation is. So a good way to know where you are, there's going to be a Dunkin Donuts on your left over there. And then when you keep walking outside, it's going to take you to door number 3. And this is around where the public transportation is. So let's talk a little bit about this. There's a few different routes, but these 2 routes are going to be the ones that are most beneficial for you. The Q70 is a free shuttle bus, and that's going to take you to Roosevelt Avenue, which is a major hub. And from there, you can connect to a number of different subway lines. So that's going to be the easiest way for you to get into Manhattan if you're going on the bottom of Manhattan. However, if you're going to upper Manhattan, like around 125th Harlem area, you're going to want to take the M60 because that is going to take you across town. And from there, it's really easy to get on a number of subway lines also, but that's going to be faster if you're staying uptown. Here at LaGuardia Airport, they do give you a nice explanation of what you're trying to do. They also have the bus schedule there, so it tells you when exactly the bus is going to be coming. And the LGA Link Q70 is the free shuttle bus. The M6 SBS, that means select bus service. So that's going to be skipping all of the local stops, while the Q70 will be stopping at all the local stops. So for either one, just make sure you get off on the right spot. In this video, I'll show you how the Q70 works. So as you saw, I didn't even buy a Metrocard. I just went right onto the bus. This is how you get off the bus. You hit this yellow tape here, and that will open the bus door. I tend to zone out while I'm on the bus and I'm listening to music or whatever, so I use my GPS on my phone. But you can also watch this terminal here. It will tell you when the bus is reaching your stop. You can also use New York City's MTA bus route locator, and I'll leave the link down below for you. Then once you hit your stop, which is Roosevelt Avenue, you're gonna go ahead and get off the bus. It's a little confusing over here too, but you want to go inside this main terminal here. So you'll see on the outside, it even says Roosevelt Avenue up there. And if you watched my other 2 previous videos, you'll know that it's easier to just get your Metrocard at the airport, because see how many people are over here? It gets really confusing, and then people start offering to help you and you don't know if they work for MTA or if they're just trying to scam you. So it's easier to just get it at the airport. So then after you swipe your card, you're going to come into this area here. Now you're going to want to look for the signs that say towards Manhattan. And if you're confused and you want to just kind of get an idea where you are exactly, there's maps everywhere. So this will give you an idea exactly where you're going. In this video, I'm going to take the 7 train, and this train goes all the way through Manhattan, all the way to Hudson Yards, which is as far west as you can go. So it goes from Lexington Avenue, which is like Grand Central area, 34th Street, Herald Square, which is by Macy's, and then it's going to take you all the way over to Hudson Yards, which is all the way west. So it's a good shuttle train to kind of get you wherever in Manhattan you need to go, because any of those main stops should connect to another subway line that will take you downtown to your destination or uptown to your destination really easily, because they're all like major central hubs. You may be a bit surprised when you first come outside, because the idea is subways are all underground, but the 7 train is one of the elevated trains when it's out in the other boroughs. But once you get into Manhattan, you'll be all underground. I like to go towards the end of the train because the middle of the train tends to be really congested with a lot of people, but if you go to the ends of the trains, usually those trains are pretty empty and there's not as many people on there, and it will be easier for you to stand around and look at the map and not feel so like a tourist or feel awkward or anything. And as the train comes in, people are going to come off of the train, so just keep that in mind before you get on, because this is New York, people, like there's tons and tons of people in these cars, so don't be surprised if a flood of people end up coming out of the train depending on what time of day it is. But since I'm going into the second car, you can see there's not as many people as some of the other cars probably have. And since you already swiped to get onto the subway, you're still within the subway, so just walk right onto the subway train. You'll see the stop that it's going to, which is the next stop, and just follow along the map here and it'll kind of keep you up to date where you're going. Otherwise, sit back and relax because it's a little bit of a trip into the city. I'd say about like 15 minutes or so, so just enjoy the scenery. And once you see your stop pop up, get ready to get off the train depending on how many people are in the train. But if there's a lot of people, you're gonna wanna make your way towards the door. For this video, I'm getting off at Grand Central, so you're gonna wanna walk all the way to the end where the escalator is, because otherwise it is a lot of stairs, guys. Now from here, you're going to have a couple different options, since it is a major hub here in the city. So we have express trains and local trains. So local is gonna be on the right-hand side here, which is the 6 train. And on that side, it's the 4 and the 5 trains, which are the express trains. So we wanna take the 6, we're going down to 23rd Street. So just keep an eye on construction, as you can see here. It doesn't affect us right now, so we're good to go. And just to give you an example, for the express trains, they generally skip like every 10 streets or so. So this is why we're taking the 6 train, because we're on 42nd Street and we need to go down to 23rd. So if we were to jump on the express, it would totally skip it. All right, guys, you made it to Manhattan. Make sure you remember your umbrella. I like the ones that are really tiny, but the whole way you don't have to go outside at all. It's all jump right on the bus, then get off and it's covered. Get right on the subway, that's covered, of course. And then you can just transfer from there. If you want to learn more about using a Metrocard and everything, check out this other video where I walk you through even more public transportation in New York City. See you there.